Good morning, class 8. How are you guys doing? Great. I hope you all are doing great and fine and taking care of yourselves and having all activities done. So, we are back on SSC. The Constitution and the need for laws will be on page 209. Laws and dissents we have done, and female feudicide we have done. The salt satyagraha also I explained, and yes, so we have done that. So I'll just start reading today and we'll finish the chapter. So, laws and dissent. Laws are formulated for the welfare of people, but a situation may arise where a law might not be in a larger interest. But a situation may arise where a law might not be in the larger interest of the people. What should the people do then? Should they obey the law or express their disagreement? If we look at our history, we will find many instances where people defied laws for the larger good of the country. Okay. So, what were the dissents? The salt satyagraha, the anti-liquor movement were the dissents. They did not like it. In our history, which shows that. Okay. The salt satyagraha 1930. The British imposed salt tax, according to which the manufacture and sale of salt became a British monopoly. No individual was allowed to make salt. Gandhiji launched the salt satyagraha against this tax. On March 12th, 1930, Gandhiji along with his followers left the Sabarmati ashram at Ahmedabad and walked to Dandi, a village on the west coast of India. He reached Dandi on 6th April 1930. He protested against the tax by making salt. It signified a challenge to the authority of the government. The Dandi March marked the beginning of the civil disobedience movement. Anti-liquor movement. Post-independence, India witnessed an anti-liquor movement led by the women in Andhra Pradesh. They organized a large-scale protest against the increase in the number of liquor shops. The licensed liquor shops had opened unauthorized counters to increase their sale. So, people had easy access to liquor. This resulted in many poor people wasting their money on liquor. Liquor is a very big reason for problems in the society. Some brave women decided to protest against the sale of liquor. Thus, they have given one license to open one shop, but without another license for another extra shop, they have opened counters to increase their sale. Some brave women decided to protest against the sale of liquor. They launched an anti-liquor movement. They knew that a ban on liquor shops would not be easy to enforce, as liquor was an important source of revenue for the government. However, after much protest, the ban was imposed. Laws have proved instrumental in bringing about social reforms. However, laws alone cannot curb social evils. Social awareness is needed to change the mindset of the people. If our mind is not correct, whatever laws are there, we will never be able to do it. We will never be able to follow it. Simple thing, using the dustbin. Check that. So unauthorized counters were closed down. Laws alone cannot curb social evils. There are a lot of evils happening in the social front. People don't care about. I'm just giving you a small example. See the dustbin part, spitting part. If you don't start your awareness yourself, if you don't have that concern for the society, then there is no use doing it. Rule of law. You have read that our constitution provides the framework for administrating the country. A law which is against the fundamental rights of the people can be declared null and void by the Supreme Court. Null and void means it has got no use. Which goes against your fundamental right is of no use. The Supreme Court can declare it null and void. Thus, the rule of law will always prevail. The rule of law implies that no one is above the law. This principle not only regulates the power of the government but also stresses that everyone is equal before the law. Thus, we can say that democracy and the rule of law complement each other. Read the chapter properly, go thoroughly through it, try to understand, get to know more about it, and we'll come back in the next class and we'll start. In the next video, I'll just start reading ideals of our constitution. What does our constitution have inside it? Ideals of it. Okay, and then we'll go ahead with it. Ideals of our constitution. Okay, fine. So I'll be back in the next video.